All right, guys, what style and subject must the artist facing off tattoo?
Black and gray, illustrative, griffin.
What is a griffin? I don't.
There's a lot of different versions of the griffin, but the most standard, most recognizable one is a lion body with an eagle's head, eagle front feet, and eagle wings, and then a lion torso, lion rear legs, and lion tail.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know?
No, I've never seen one.
Today, you must all tattoo the exact same subject. Seeing your tattoos side by side will make it obvious how your texture stacks up against the competition. Today, you must tattoo a phoenix. A phoenix is a fiery, mythological bird that goes up in flames, then rises from the ashes to be reborn.
This is gonna be tough. You have feathers, you got flames, you have beaks. We gotta balance all those textures in one piece.
Oh, it looks awesome.
It's going to be exciting.
I have so much pressure on my shoulders. Any kind of movement that you may feel you need to do, let me know. I definitely need to redeem myself because I didn't finish the Flash challenge. You ready? I'm finishing this tattoo.
My tattoo, it's got a lot of depth, a lot of texture. You screwed yourself on this one, Josh. You handed me a good one.
This guy asked for a realistic phoenix, and Jimmy's doing a new school vulture on him, proving that he definitely can't handle anything but cartoony work. I picked a very difficult spot. I picked a very challenging design.
This is a badass bird.
I want to outshine everybody.
You had the choice to pick your own canvas, and this is what you ended up with. It looks just like a big, evil red parakeet. That's karma being a bitch.
1 hour remaining.
This lady is my new role model. I want to be 84 years old, getting a badass tattoo and sitting like a rock. I'm proving that I can tattoo anything.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it.
Today, we tossed you into the fire by making all of you tattoo a phoenix, giving us a side-by-side comparison of texture. Joshua, let's start with you.
When I'm thinking about a phoenix, this powerful, magical creature, this doesn't really do any of that. It looks like an angry cockatiel holding a baby.
It's not a baby, that's a man. There's no denying that that's a man.
I would have to deny that that looks like a man.
We all agree we don't like the design. I think you dropped the ball on this one bad.
Joey.
Good thing about this tattoo is right off the bat, it's a phoenix come out of the flames. Easily readable. I just wish that there was a little more texture in the wings. As far as where you did hit the texture and the flames at the bottom, doing this kind of realistic, deep, hollow pits of black, it's a hard tattoo to pull off, man, and I think you did a good job.
Jimmy.
Good, clean, solid tattoo, man. The thing about it is that today being texture day, I don't feel like you really gave us those little tricky textures.
If I would have shrunk that down about an hour size, I think that's what it would have needed.
As far as your technical application, this is the smooth, solid, seasoned tattooer application. It's just done well.
Thank you guys for your time.
Craig.
You're the only one that solidly nailed multiple kinds of texture. The texture you put in the bird itself, the beak, the eye, the teeth, the skull, the feathers. I love this tattoo.
You're rising to the top and making people chase you around this competition.
Allie.
This thing's a mess. The smoke around it, you got a texture out of that smoke, it's just a texture that looks really bad. The little bit of fire that's at the bottom, you can't tell the fire apart from the body.
He was pretty stern with what he wanted.
You can't blame any of that on one of the clients. The ability to earn the title Ink Master comes into play when you can incorporate that person's ideas, but still make a really good tattoo out of their ideas.
Tattoo baby.
For anybody to get this client, I'm glad it's somebody that could not overly work their delicate skin. You put a ton of texture in it, and I think you did a great job.
One of the things that I do love about this is the way that you did the tail feathers and you flipped them up and you did different directions. You took time to plan that out. The detail that you got into this piece looks really great.
James. James.
Yes, sir.
This week, you are calling the shots. What is the next elimination tattoo?
Traditional style Japanese dragon with water.
A Japanese dragon is super complicated and has so many rules that you need to abide by, and if one of those elements is missing, you're done.
James, why did you choose that?
Through all the seasons, everybody's up a dragon. I specialize in it, so see if they can handle it.
Is the skin as bad as you thought it was?
Oh, the skin's bad.
Because I lost the weight, is that why?
Totally, it's been stretched out. I got the worst canvas of the day because the skin is so fragile. If I'm not careful, it's gonna swell up to the point where I can't tattoo it. All right?
Burns so bad.
It's not very fun.
Oh my.
Christian and Clean were clearly out to screw me. I'm a threat, and they're trying to take me out. So I appreciate you fighting through with this.
How you doing, buddy? Starting to get a little rough?
If it wasn't for the burn, I'd be straight, man.
Sausage is totally rattled. I almost feel guilty. Almost. I'm pretty sure Sausage is going to eat my face tonight.
Oh, is he angry?
Oh, he's beyond angry. Sausage should be feeling like a little kid because he's going to get spanked today.
4 hours to go.
Definitely stress line work. Trying to throw a bunch of different line weights. A lot of people try to just go bold and keep it that way. I've been tattooing 25 years. I draw Japanese style tattoos all day long.
Man, you got a lot of stuff going on in that thing.
I do huge pieces. I love it. I'm gonna put claws, scales, get my damn scale on. Put a little shade in there. Put a little shade in there. That's cool. I got this tattoo in the bag. What up, MJ?
Trying to keep it traditional. I knew Japanese Day would be hard for me. I studied koi fish, lotus, geisha, everything except for a dragon. So cool. I'm kind of shooting in the dark.
Doing good. Got a bunch of tricks in my sleeve.
There's a lot of rules when it comes to traditional Japanese, and you know what? I do my own thing. I got this one in the bag, man.
Definitely being pushed today. I'm totally freaking out. I do not do any sort of Japanese art. I don't draw it, I don't tattoo it, I don't study it, I don't look at it. Christian.
Don't focus on the face, then everything else looks like, what the
James Bond has been tattooing for over 20 years. I've only been doing this for 5. I need more black in here. I'm trying to figure out where.
I so would not do it on that wave, dude.
Traditional tattoos are really easy to mess up.
But you're not gonna do that.
2 hours to go, everybody.
Let's take this last stab at it, okay?
Oh.
My canvas is really feeling the pain. He's kind of jostling around in the chair. This is not making it easy for me to do these really smooth blends that I need to nail.
God damn it. I got none left.
I'm screwed.
Sound like a rattlesnake over there.
I can smell death on Japanese Day. This is gonna be an absolute show murder fest. Everybody's freaking out, except for James. He looks fine.
I think I put enough scales on this bit.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this thing finished or not. Why did I put so many scales in this? I just want to saw my canvas's leg off and throw it straight at Chris Nunez.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
That's amazing. Thank you, man.
The dragon is absolutely awful. There is not one redeeming quality about this tattoo. Sausage is going home, and I'm the boot that kicked him out the door.
Today, James Vaughn challenged you to the ultimate test of legibility, a Japanese dragon with water. Let's start off with clean. In terms of legibility, I do like this tattoo. A lot of times with dragons, it's difficult to see what's going on until you get right up on it. This one from a distance, it's clearly a dragon. It's a pretty killer tattoo.
But there's entirely too many white, shiny points to this tattoo for traditional Japanese. This thing was approached like a new school tattoo.
I've seen a lot of traditional Japanese guys use white.
I'm saying the way you super glossed this new school shine on every scale in here, having a little bit more knowledge on how to make this thing look like a Japanese tattoo would have helped out today.
These are all things that I don't know.
You're supposed to know.
Christian.
Right out of the gate, the position of the ear is way off on this thing. You want the ear to be up closer towards the back of the eye, this section here. The positioning of the ear immediately throws off your anatomy in the face. Great idea to throw the cherry blossoms in the areas that you have a problem.
It's no comic book trick.
Can't draw it, hide it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this stuff is it is loose and it is flowing. Where you have a weakness, white cap if you don't know. Later, safe.
Maddie.
The legibility is the issue because you have so many turns and so many twists that are not lining up. I don't know that I would have done the belly the same color because you're making it more camouflaged.
If I did do spines a different color, all of the mistakes you're pointing out to me would be emphasized. So what are you gonna do?
The weird section to this is the back hips that you did, just a tiny little tail coming out.
You just put a big dog butt on the top of this tattoo. It's very awkward.
Jesse.
The word Frankenstein comes to mind when you get to the spine and where the spine is in reference to where the belly is. If you see that much belly, it would be impossible to see that much spine. Your backbone is gonna be here and your belly just like you. Anatomy can never be an afterthought. On there, you really kind of miss the boat.
Jimmy.
This tattoo, it's all head. You're missing the strength of the body in the thickness.
If you do things too small, you're playing it really safe, and I didn't want to just go up there with like a little head.
Where this head could be more along the line of Japanese is making the beard full on the chin. Just with a stronger beard, it would be tougher. It's gonna look a lot better.
Anthony.
You get a lot of your feel for the tattoo from the first glance, and it has a strong dragon, standout, dynamic pose, but to make it all make sense is where you show your weakness. Where the water comes over the claw at the bottom right here, there's nothing to show me the connection from that shoulder down to the claw. You needed more water to make it look like that claw was really coming out of something, and then let your body disappear. If you don't know how to make the connection, you gotta hide it.
Megan Jean.
I think your design's rigid. You have a lot of different scale patterns going on in your tattoo. And it's a big thing that we see go really wrong here. Some of them will run a certain way, some of them have a certain distance, and you have really rigid water.
Japanese is not my specialty.
Water is something that is prevalent in more than Japanese tattooing. It's really rough when you see somebody that's a really high gloss tattooer not know how to do water or not know how to do scales.
Sausage.
The legibility of this tattoo is lost just in the way you shaded it. You put black right up to the edge of the dragon and then black right inside the dragon. The same tones inside the head as there are outside the head. It makes it overall messy.
The problem with skin that has weight loss, it's much harder when it's deflated.
That being said, you do have some anatomy issues. The neck is so thick, and then you really taper down to this thin body. It makes it seem like the head is way in the foreground and the rest of the dragon's way off in the background. Your big downfall is the drawing.
James.
From the head all the way to the top, the flow of the spine, I love that. And the really nice scaling that you did and the way that the plates fall over each other on the turns. Overall, man, you definitely show off and do a lot of great things in this.
Where's the face? Which part of the body is which part of the body? When you back up on this thing 5 feet, what the is going on with it? You have that eyebrow, and then the spine of the other body come around is directly right where that eyebrow is. Then you got the nose, and where the body comes off the nose is perfectly right off that nose with the same green. You lost it on legibility for me today.
All right, guys, it's time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Every one of them has challenges. Which one would I side with? James, just because it's the most comprehensive background and foreground.
Anthony and clean. Anthony's very simple, big dynamic head, claws, nice water. Clean's tattoo, big, solid, bright, bold.
I'm not swaying.
So final decision, James Vaughn. I like Anthony's tattoo, but I see a lot of the same tonal values going throughout it. So for that reason, my firm vote is for clean. Which way are you leaning, bud?
I'm going with clean.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to clean. Judges, it's time to decide who is going to be packing their machines. Of the 4 that are down here, Maddie's might be the most legible of the 4.
Because the actual application is still appealing to the eye.
And Jimmy, I don't like the composition, but I can still see it.
It's a bigger, simpler design. It's a smart move if you're not familiar with the style to go simpler.
Are we talking between Megan Jean and Sausage right now?
Both have problems with legibility.
As far as the Japanese dragon goes, Megan, your execution's cleaner, but yours is really camouflaged. Sausage, I commend you for the application and for everything that went in, but the anatomy fails you.
final decision.
Megan's has fallen short for me. It's hard to tell what's going on, and it doesn't hit the real traditional Japanese.
When I look at Megan Jean's tattoo, it appears cleaner to me. My vote is for sausage. Chris.
Megan Jean.
The judges have decided. Megan Jean, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Honestly, it was really, really close.
Megan Jean, please pack your machines and close shop. Today, you must tattoo a mythological creature of the sky. A Pegasus.
Damn, that don't make sense. There's so many little things in a Pegasus that have to be completely right. Just capturing that look and the majesty of a big, solid stallion is hard enough. But adding wings adds a whole different level of complication.
To save yourself from elimination, you must have a solid strategy and trust in your team, because today you must tag team. You will create one tattoo on the same canvas.
Of course.
Only one of you can tattoo at a time, and you must switch artists every hour.
Give me a break.
Hell yeah.
Cool. After yesterday's challenge, we're keeping it simple. We picked a statue reference, and we're doing it exactly like that statue.
Oh, look at that. That's mostly a clean line.
I know how to run lines. I kept telling you those needles.
I know you know how to run your mouth.
All right, you have 5 hours remaining. 5 hours to go. Switch.
Sweet.
Solid and bulletproof, and that looks dead on.
If you get uncomfortable, you let me know, all right?
I'm making sure I get 2 turns in this tattoo. I'm gonna make sure I can come back at the end and notice any issues with it and clean them up. We're gonna win this one for sure.
You have 4 hours to go, guys. Switch artists.
Perfect.
There you go.
It's grueling right now in this competition. You've been away from your family for weeks.
Give me the outer line. Give me that. Draw that line in before you tattoo it.
When I was going through my divorce, 5 months, I didn't get to see my kids. A year and a half, I had to go through court to be able to get sole custody of my children. They're my blessing, my life, my everything. To make my time away from my family worth it, I need to win.
You have 3 hours to go, guys. Switch artists.
Damn.
If you're smart, you're gonna let the coach go first and last.
Exactly.
No, it's not there.
Then you can fix it when you get in there, because I don't see what you're saying.
Leave it to Beef.
Yeah.
I never underestimate Steve. He has a motive.
This is your final hour. Switch it up.
Why aren't you finishing?
Because I tattooed once. So we didn't decide as a team. These guys gotta learn to tattoo under pressure. I am purposely only taking 1 turn on this tattoo. DJ's got a big ego. He's gonna tattoo twice, man. Whatever. Obviously, you don't trust your team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Dude, that looks like a cool horse.
What do you guys think?
I think it's stunning.
Cool.
Hey, so what do you think, bro?
It's pretty small. I'm feeling bummed out on this tattoo. The wings are weird. The Pegasus is too dark.
And it looked clean. You could read it from across the room.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
I think it looks good, dude.
The overall design is weak. We're in trouble.
Today, you had to tag team tattoo side by side with your coaches. The team with the best tattoo of the day will be safe from elimination. Let's see how you did. Team Steve, you're up.
The back of this horse for me is very questionable. The shape of that hind leg doesn't look like it has the strength that's gonna hold this thing up.
I just went off the anatomy of a real horse.
The connection of the wings to the horse don't appear to be the same on each side. The wing on the right side of the tattoo looks like it's a lot lower and coming down different part of the horse than where the wing is connected on the other side of the tattoo.
It looks like it's pieced together.
Team DJ, you're up.
Overall, it has that smooth, buttery feeling. It looks consistent. It looks like one artist did it. The only part of this tattoo that I wish was a little bit stronger, the wings. I feel like the wings are a little bit small for this big, heavy gentleman.
It looks like a chrome hood ornament. It definitely has that figurine look. You could have added a lot of motion to this tattoo and outreach to rear legs. If nothing else, just make that tail look like it's flowing in the wind. But showing some smooth, soft, lightly shaded areas, that's one of the things that your competitors kind of missed out on today.
All right, judges, it is time to pick a winner. Which team did the best tattoo of the day?
If we go shading for shading, wing per wing, Team DJ outshines them. Vote for Team DJ.
Team DJ.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Team DJ.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys. Today, you must tattoo mermaids.
Oh, man.
You must use artistry to seamlessly transition from the delicate facial features and hands of a woman to the intricate, scaly tail of a fish.
Mermaids have scale work, fins that flow, bodies, they're supposed to be sexy, and you have to do small faces on them. Ugh.
Just listen to what he wants. Don't say, I don't do realism, don't say anything like that. Take what he wants and show him a good drawing. That's it.
I'll do my best. I have more faith in you than I have in your brother. Right. And that's why you got this.
I think you got a couple of clear shots at that.
It was too easy.
Nobody gets it. Tiffer is playing the long game. He's trying to take out his own competitors.
He doesn't think I'm on to him, but we're all on to him.
What are you trying to get out of the tattoo? What style?
I want it to be like beautiful,
okay,
realistic.
Well, if it's realistic, I would definitely have to go with black and gray. Just for the ribs, you know what I mean, and the time. There's no way I could do it with color. You know what I mean?
We have 6 hours to do this tattoo and on your ribs. You know that, right?
I've seen you do it, though.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. This is my career. I fought my entire life just to get this opportunity, and I'm not about to let this guy throw it all away because he has some crazy ideas.
Turk, how's it going?
Pretty good. Would like your eyes on it.
We got. How big are you gonna do it? This size?
Yeah.
This little tiny stuff?
Breaks up that straight line.
Yeah, but you're breaking up a simple straight line for one that is already crazy, and you're putting bullets in the gun. That's what you're doing. Simplify.
Well, no, my thing is that if you look at it and the first thing you're saying is that thing makes it look weird, then that thing is gone.
Think smart, man. Don't shoot your foot if you don't have to.
I'm into it. Those little lines in her face are super nice.
Thanks, dude. I love Tiffer to death, and I know he's coming from a good place, but he screwed us.
TJ hasn't done one single tattoo that his canvases actually came in and said he wanted.
My canvas originally asked for a colored gothic mermaid, but not only am I a pretty good black and gray artist, but I'm probably a better sweet talker.
He's doing black and gray too.
Team Clean hates the fact that I change color to black and gray pretty much every time.
I actually really like this thing. I especially like that contrast, how it just pops.
I'm just trying to play this smarter, not harder.
Deepening up that part, like you said.
Okay.
And I brought a little bit more flesh tone in, not a lot.
Okay. All right.
Not enough to make it weird.
Yeah, don't get too crazy.
The judges in Clean have been hammering me on going overboard in all of my designs. So I'm just gonna reel in my artwork and literally let Clean take the wheel from here on. All I have to do is everything I'm told so that I can get to the damn finale.
You have 4 hours left, 4 more hours.
Amanda. Keep it simple and solid. There's a couple of jacked up pieces showing up.
The fact that I have 2 mermaids, it means that I have 2 tails, 2 sets of scales, and they have to be sitting on top of each other.
I'll be straight honest, that I don't love is the negative spacing in the tail.
I need to make sure that both of these tails read well, but also have the separation so they don't get lost between each other.
Make sure it's super clean if you're gonna do that.
What I thought was gonna be a simple, easy tattoo is turning out to be a nightmare.
I know what, you got it. I ain't worried about you.
This is your final hour, everybody. Final hour.
How's my skin? I'm an old
Yeah, it's just you have to be really careful with it so it doesn't split because it's like really thin. My canvas originally wanted a color realistic mermaid on his ribs. I finally got him to agree to a black and gray semi-realistic mermaid on his leg. I'm just gonna go grab another needle. But my canvas is still a complete grenade.
Got a
canvas today. Thanks, Tiffer. Of all people, like,
Why would he give that to you? It sucks to see my brother struggle.
I just can't, I can't pack it solid.
My whole life, I've kind of been in Jimmy's shadow. We haven't really had the best relationship growing up. It's crazy. We finally hit that point where we're on the same page and we understand each other and we respect each other. And now one of us could be going home.
Looks good, man. Thanks, dude.
Right now, it's all about survival. I just need to put everything that I have into this tattoo and make it work.
If he goes home, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get through this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Woo! Yeah!
Alrighty, hun. We are all done.
Moment of truth.
Oh, dude, that's killer.
Did a lot better than I thought you were gonna do.
Worried.
What are you worried about?
The application, saturation of it, because I can only do 1, 2 passes tops.
Relax, dude.
You are stressing out a little too much.
I'm worried.
You ain't going home, bro.
Today you had to tattoo a mermaid to prove your artistry. Team Clean, let's start with you. Tony.
That's a rough one, man. This is a drawing of the hair itself. It looks like that hair's spinning off of that flower. Doesn't really look like it's attached to her head. The way her shoulder bends over to her neck with that fin coming off the back. It looks like very strange anatomy. You have the one fin that sticks off underneath her butt cheek and just kind of sticks straight out. Looks very awkward.
The composition, the artistry on this one is not balanced. It's not harmonious. This one is definitely a hit for you.
Jimmy.
Your silhouette on this is just not flattering. She's not curvy in the right place. The width of the hips to the width of the tail and how drastically it just becomes that little thin noodle in the back and then how huge the fin is. She's got a massive neck, a huge block jaw. Everything on here is just kind of a fight within itself. Everybody today struggled, but this one shows a lot.
Turk. Risky move to choose this pose, but you pulled it off really well.
I commend you for not doing an archway that she's looking off into with a castle behind it, because I know it was on your mind, I'm sure.
Yeah. I really like the illustration of the hair. Shape of the body is nice. You keep a very consistent line weight through this, and the color saturation is really nice.
Well, you guys said punch it up, man, and I'm listening.
100% my favorite tattoo you've showed us so far.
Thank you.
Best tattoo on your team.
Team Christian, you're up. TJ.
Beautiful work in the shading of her torso. Beautiful work in the face of the eel. Then you get up to this crown that's lost in a sea of just craziness with black shading and then a black background behind it.
The background's not black, it's gray.
It's not smooth. Doing this hair in this style on this part was a bad choice.
I tattoo this way.
It's just messy.
How's that messy? There's blends in there that nobody else is gonna do.
The problem that I have with the hair is simply this. The outline of the eel goes all the way back to the side of her head and behind her ear. It looks like the eel's wearing a fur coat or whatever the it is. This hair needed to come over the top of the eel completely, and that would have changed the entire look. There's areas of this tattoo that are phenomenal. If you can do that eel to look like that, and you can make that mermaid face that's the size of my goddamn pinky look like that, then just finish it out. Your backgrounds are gonna eat you up. That's gonna send you home. It's coming one way or the other, Christian, and that's the guy.
I get you.
That's probably who you should be protecting.
I'm not gonna give you a background no more. You're getting outlines all day.
Amanda.
The cleanliness of the tattoo is nice. The outline is very consistent, but the face is very strange. The shading is pretty patchy. She looks beat up.
The mom looks like she's missing an arm, the baby looks like she's missing a hand. You can see that you brought the outline through the hair on the bottom, then have her hand holding on to the anchor, have the mom clutching the baby. It's armless, handless, it's a major anatomy problem.
All right, guys, who had the best tattoo of the day?
Well, do you see anybody besides TJ and Turk?
Definitely the nicest color play Turk's done so far. It looks finished, it looks clean, it looks saturated.
TJ's tail is better than most tails. The face is better than most any face.
I need a final decision.
My vote's for Turk because I like Turks, but it's also sending a message to go simple. You're right there.
I'm going with Turk.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Turk. Okay, judges, time to determine who's going home.
Amanda's tattoo, he's missing limbs. I can't back the anatomical issues.
Are you voting Amanda home?
Yeah, I'm voting Amanda home.
When I look at all three tattoos, Jimmy's is the least appealing. My vote's for Jimmy.
My vote's for Jimmy.
The judges have decided, Jimmy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I just want to thank you because I've learned a lot from all your critiques this entire competition.
I think you killed it, man. You took a swing and I think you at least hit it. I think you did great, man.
Please pack your machines and close shop. South and East, all of you are up for elimination.
Here we go again.
You'll have one last chance to prove your creativity by facing off against each other.
Damn it.
But this time, the power is in the hands of your competition. Midwest, you will assign the style that everyone must tattoo in the face-off. And West, you'll assign the subject.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
This.
What do you think?
I kind of want to see him slug it out in traditional.
That's what I was thinking.
Fairies. Instead of the fairy, it's a peanut wings.
Midwest, what style must they tattoo?
We decided that they're going to tattoo American traditional.
West, what subject must they tattoo?
Full-bodied fairies.
Bastards. All right.
Full-bodied American traditional fairies, and this face-off is set. Tomorrow, you'll have 6 hours to tattoo, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Good luck.
The Midwest definitely threw me a bone here. This is what I do at home every day. So I need to make sure I kill it. Simple, clean, doing what I do best, but also giving myself enough time to work with my team.
Have you always been into some form of art?
I painted for about a decade. And, you know, I've always loved tattoos. I've collected tattoos since I was a teenager. I had a lot of issues being comfortable in my body. And for me, like, tattooing was just like, well, let me just, like, throw beautiful things all over myself. Coming off the past couple days, working with my teammates, I feel really positive for the first time. And I think that I can use that to my advantage and do a great tattoo.
Which parts are you having trouble with the most? Whipping that out? Mm-hmm. Make sure your black is packed solid as
We have our own American traditional fairy on our team, and his name is Jimmy Snaz.
What are you doing?
He's sprinkling his knowledge on us, and we'll be fine.
Think she's a bad bitch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make you proud. I'm on your team. I can't just do your style and shit. Here he is. Just like when you have a beautiful sunny day and then just out of nowhere a storm comes.
How'd you have any friends in school?
I didn't have any friends in school.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
3 hours to go, people. 3 more hours of tattooing.
I'm kind of pissed off about the last challenge. I felt like that our tattoo was the most creative. So with this design, it's basically like a big you.
You did get away with not having to draw hands or feet.
Yeah, he got away with it for sure.
I'm doing a 4-titty cock horse fairy. The bottom's gonna be a horse, the middle's gonna be a woman, and the top's gonna be a rooster. I put an extra set of breast on this tattoo because I saw the anatomical issues with Jimmy's, so I figure I'm just gonna double up the challenge and make sure that I hit it better than he did.
Like, I was having issues with her hair, but then I wanted to make her look a little more Hispanic.
She's beautiful.
Like, her body's going this way, and then suddenly the legs turns weird, you know? Take a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Make sure you put it on the right way.
Just trying to hit the challenge, that's all. No more, no less.
This is probably one of the biggest opportunities in my career that I've had. I'm tattooing for my life in this competition. To have all that weighing on my mind right now, it feels like a vice grip is on my head.
Mike's drawing. It's up.
Yeah?
It's like a pinup in a blender. It's like...
Final hour, guys. Final hour tattooing.
It's always the end that hurts the worst.
I know.
My canvas's skin is starting to welt up.
You got like little top layers of skin just kind of peeling off.
If you're from the South, welt would be when your mama busts your ass with a hickory. This is becoming a nightmare for me.
How you doing, buddy?
You got some pretty sensitive skin, man.
I have too much to lose. My name is on the line, my family. I'll be damned if I'm gonna go home on this tattoo.
5, 4, 3, 2, Time is up. No more ink.
Your line work is amazing. Just watching you draw those lines, so steady and bold.
Thank you.
Oh man, I love it.
Dude, you're a rock.
I tried.
I appreciate you being a sport. Let me do something crazy like this.
Very unique.
Today, the South and the East had to face off against each other, tattooing an American traditional fairy. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
Here we go.
East, let's start with you. Jessa.
It is a very traditional style illustration. I like that it has a lot of rich contrast. It has a punch to it.
I like the style of hair that you do here. Coloring this in black, it gives it a nice graphic feel and shape, but if you're gonna use a bright red, why not use bright green and bright yellow? If you're doing American traditional, a muted color palette isn't really the classic way of doing it.
Jimmy.
All right.
Go, Jimmy.
I really like the illustration. I love the features you put on her to give her a fairy-esque look with the ears and the real straight nose. The line work throughout this thing is super clean, super sharp.
What really shines is the amount of open skin. Everything in the foreground is lit, it's beautiful. Remember that traditional tattoos were done when 40 people were waiting in a line. It was about moving fast and efficient. You definitely deliver here. It's a good job.
Thank you.
If you dropped the ball, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, absolutely.
First good critique.
Kay.
I do see a big turn in you. You're definitely tattooing a lot better than where you started with us.
Yeah, the past couple days just being able to make tattoos with my team was really great.
A lot of great color saturation in here, but this outline is super thin.
And she has a little bit of a flat face, but you show a lot more promise in being solid and being clean.
Thank you.
It's getting ready to get real.
South, you're up. Money Mike. Anatomically, this thing is very, very strange. Arms don't grow from here.
It's kind of weird what's exactly going on with the anatomy. She's twisting up a little bit. Your outlines, we can see the drag lines of each needle as opposed to being one solid line. Also, the application of that green, not very smooth. You went over it a little bit too much. That's why you're getting that rough texture.
Patrick.
The illustration, I like it. The anatomy of the girl looks nice. Sitting on the moon looks nice, but it does get rough in a lot of areas. The lines in the hair look rough. The line by her neck is really, really beat. A lot of problems here with trauma with the skin.
I'll be honest, man, I've never had an issue like this before. It just was not as good skin as I thought it was gonna be.
We're talking about the skin is the issue. It's not always the skin that's the issue.
Jordy. I really love the position of this pinup, but the face got away a little bit. It just doesn't look proportionally right.
It's pretty wild looking, but you do pull off a very traditional feel and you do pull off a lot of solid saturation. Overall, it's a clean tattoo.
Jason. We did say creativity.
Four-titted chicken goat.
Just weird and funky, and it looks like you had a fun time with this.
Good one-pass line, solid black whip, solid color. It's a strong tattoo.
Thanks.
High risk, high reward.
I think look cool. I like it.
All right, judges, it is time to determine who's going home.
I would say that my bottom picks all live in the South.
So can we all agree that the East is safe?
I do. Mike and Patrick.
Patrick's tattoo, it's beat.
It's just so overworked.
I will disagree with it being overworked.
Go ahead.
There's trauma areas, but I don't think the whole tattoo's overworked.
Drawing for drawing, I'd rather have Patrick's The Girl on the Moon.
It's just too beat, man. My vote to go home is for Patrick.
Regrettably, Patrick.
The judges have decided, Patrick, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
This competition has been a roller coaster. You did some really killer work in here, and you should be proud of that, so head up.
I came in here with my head held high, and I'm gonna walk out with my head held high.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Appreciate it. Love you, brother.
All right, guys, what style and subject must the artist facing off tattoo?
Black and gray, illustrative, griffin.
What is a griffin? I don't
There's a lot of different versions of the griffin, but the most standard, most recognizable one is a lion body with an eagle's head, eagle front feet, and eagle wings, and then a lion torso, lion rear legs, and lion tail.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't know?
No, I've never seen one.
How's it going, buddy?
Good, man.
We got that black and gray, just like you like it.
Be walking the park today.
This is like 50-50, throwing me a bone and screwing me at the same time. Finally get to do some black and gray, but I hate fantasy art.
Your anatomy's sick looking, like,
I just wanted to go bold.
compared to the other drawings in the room, you're really on.
Here we go again. The only one on my team, back in the bottom. And this face-off is the toughest challenge yet. I've got 3 veterans who are all solid tattooers. Jarrell's won Tattoo of the Day a couple of times. Not everything in life is easy. Sometimes fear's a good thing, you know, you gotta face your fears head on.
My last tattoo, me and him faced off. My canvas walked out. You know, he had to show a half-finished tattoo, and
That's so brutal. I know I'm a strong competitor. The only reason that I am in the bottom is because my canvas walked out, not because of my technical ability.
I walked in, I saw this drawing, and I was like, yes!
we had the power to, you know, choose what they were gonna do, and felt like Jarrell got robbed last time, so, you know, we wanted to do something like black and gray, which is his strength and stuff. Yeah, so thank you guys for that, I appreciate it.
This is my time to shine. I'm gonna kill it.
4 hours remaining. You have 4 hours remaining.
What do you usually like tattooing?
I usually do more of like abstract, kind of surrealism, sort of. Ever since I got pardoned, I've just felt like I've had to restrain myself and just put out work that I wouldn't ordinarily be happy with. I'm tired of, man, I want to do a tattoo that I walk away and I'm proud of.
Ooh, look at you, Jason. The tricks.
I'm feeling pretty confident that overall, it's the most dynamic drawing that has been done so far in this competition.
Did you see the other drawings?
Jimmy's is damn near close to traditional.
It's like super flat. Like you guys are drawing in 3 dimensions and he's drawing in 2.
There's a lot of pressure on me right now, because if I go home, it could hurt the Midwest, it could hurt the East, it could hurt our alliance.
How's it looking?
Looks good.
This is not a traditional tattoo. This has outlines. That's it. You know?
Jason and Raul need to go home. And as far as I'm concerned, it's my job to get rid of these mother.
2 hours remaining, everybody. 2 more hours.
I feel like Frank put a little too many detailed lines in the wings.
Yeah,
Team West is talking so much shit.
his is hard to read.
Yeah.
It's really hard to shake them, and now I'm having feelings of doubt.
Angel and Bob walking around and looking at everybody, shit's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, snakes.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Well, as long as we're here tomorrow and they're not, I'll be okay.
This tattoo has to be the best tattoo in the room, because I want to stay.
That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
This tattoo is sick. I mean,
That looks awesome,
sick.
man.
Look at it.
Hell yeah, this thing's killer.
How do you feel, man?
I'm just feeling deja vu. From the last face-off, the 3 of us.
When we sent Jason home, that one?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest difference between this face-off and the last one is now Jason doesn't have a safety net.
Well, 2 people are going home today, and I know 2 of them that are safe is me and Jarrell. Who the other 2 are, that's on you guys.
Today, the 5 of you had to face off for your survival, and you were being tested on technical application. Based on your work, 2 of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. Jarrell, let's start with you.
You do have some smooth shading in here. Your outline looks very clean.
It's very legible to what it is. You can see the wings, you can see the head, you can see the legs, you can see the arms. You have one of the most flattering overall silhouettes today.
Thank you. You got a good critique.
Next up is Jimmy.
The drawing for me is tough. That tail tucked makes him scared. If you see any animal that's rearing back from something, it tucks the tail and it shows fear, and then you have the hands posed down instead of out. It doesn't look ferocious enough.
But I will say, on technical application day, you do have a lot of really clean outlines, and you have a lot of rich black, and all your shading is very uniform throughout this entire tattoo. It does look very smooth, but the overall look of the image is a bummer.
Next up is Jason.
I do love the head. I think you have the best drawn head. Your claws and your paws are cool.
I was just trying to make a cool griffin, and I was just going for fantasy art.
The steamy steam hair that's coming off of everything definitely gives me the inference of mystical, magical.
But you also have some messy stuff where the chest and the shoulder turn into the wing. It's just all guesswork what's really going on right here. Some mag drag, some light wash lines, some real shaky little lines, dynamic drawing, but it gets pretty out of control.
So much for artistry.
Raul.
I do like the face. It looks tough. I also do like that front claw that's open. You see the talons, you see the strength, you see the grip in it. You do get some soft gray shading in the rock, but in the body, you don't really get that softness anywhere, and it's a shame because the whole front neck and the whole front chest just get so blacked out. All these little shapes that are underneath the throat here, you see a lot of messiness.
Next up is Frank.
You're one of the few people today that gets the proportions on the front legs and the back legs correct. And this dynamic pullback in that front leg is really beautiful.
But it's not a really strong silhouette because it is kind of balled up. It's a weird body position to choose to try to show what's going on. And for translation to a tattoo, you need a lot of contrast to let each part of this body look visible. You look at the hind legs, I can just see shading that just kind of, instead of looking smooth, like it fades from one area to the other, it just looks rough. It looks sketched in. It just gets real messy.
Told you it was gonna be a tough one today.
My heart's invested in this, and I want to make sure that we make the most proper decision we can make. I'm looking at drawing, and I'm looking at application.
Strictly from a technical application standpoint, Jimmy had like the most solid outline today.
I came down here to send Jimmy home on this drawing. I dislike the tail tuck. I dislike the appendages.
But when you talk about application, the shading is applied very consistently. Jimmy and Jarrell, they're safe today just on cleanliness.
The reason Jimmy edged himself out is because at least it's legible.
That's crazy how this turned.
So Jarrell and Jimmy are safe. All right, it's time to determine the first artist to pack their machines.
Raul falls pretty short. I can find shining examples of nice work in this tattoo, so don't get me wrong. But if we look close at the wing, I see outline problems, I see black saturation problems, and I see shading problems. My vote's for Raul.
Raul.
The judges have decided, Raul, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
This has been one hell of an experience. I just want to say, boys, Daddy's coming up.
Please pack your machines and close shop. It's time to determine the second artist that's going home.
This next one's gonna be tough.
Frank and Jason, up for elimination.
I came in here thinking that Jason had tattoo of the day, and I am literally flip-flop to wanting to send him home.
Over this drawing?
It's not the drawing, man. It's the tattooing. The head and the claws do not match the rest of the tattoo.
I love this drawing the most.
Zoom into just the chest and look at the chest like this. You couldn't tell me that's feathers.
Right, but the idea of a tattoo isn't to look at a part of it.
It is for me. If as a boss and an owner of a shop, I would.
I understand, but I will say the one silhouette that I have a hard time with is Frank's. I don't know what it is when I'm looking at it, so for that reason, my vote's for Frank.
But application, we say all the time, is first and foremost in everything you do. With that being said, my mind is made up. Jason.
My vote's for Jason.
The judges have decided, Jason, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You're an amazing artist, man, but you're just not the play it safe kind of guy. My hat's off to you.
Thanks. Please pack your machines and close shop.